Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video that is dedicated to my whole Chico State series. I am going to be doing a Chico State Q&A thing. So basically May 1st is coming up. If you don't know, May 1st is College Decision Day, and that is typically the day that you decide where you want to go to college. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my YouTube channel is a majority college student dedicated, and I like to make college student videos because I am a college student and I do go to Chico State, and I feel like I'm #relatable. And I really enjoy making my Chico State videos because there's not a lot of Chico State videos out there, and I feel like a lot of the incoming freshmen or even transfer students like to Google search or YouTube search Chico State, and there's just not a lot of videos, and so I want to be able to provide them for you guys because I was there. I was trying to make a decision, and it's hard when there's not a lot of information out there. And on my Instagram, I have been getting so many Instagram DMs from several students who are either transferring or are incoming freshmen, and they just have honest questions about Chico State, the campus, the city. I like to answer those questions in depth as much as possible because it's a huge decision that you're making. Deciding to go to a college is a very tough choice because there are so many good colleges out there, and I am honestly so happy that I chose Chico State, and I want to be able to share all of this information with those who are interested. So yeah, let's dive right into the whole Q&A. Okay, so the first question is, what differentiated Chico State compared to other schools? So why did Chico State stand out to me? I personally loved the campus. I went to several different college campuses, and none of the campuses really stood out to me. None of them spoke to me. Thought I would love being in a huge city with a lot of people, but that's just not my type of vibe. And when I came to visit Chico, I remember going to downtown Chico and seeing everybody in Chico State gear, so many different college students. And I really enjoyed how a majority of Chico State's campus was like a residential community instead of a commuter community. And I knew that when I wanted to go to college, I wanted to stay in a dorm and I wanted to have the full college experience. And I liked how a majority of the college students live in dorms in Chico, and I would be able to connect with my fellow students because we're all moving away from home, we're all leaving the nest, and yeah, that's basically what stood out to me about Chico. The next question is, what advice would you give to upcoming freshmen? There's so much that's happening at once your first year. If I had to narrow it down, I would definitely tell you that if you were going to Chico State, to only take GE classes. Don't take any courses that are towards your major because most likely you will change your mind. I'm not saying that everybody changes their mind, but a majority of students change their major by their second or third year. I have changed my major 3 different times, and I'm a second year right now. You don't want to be one of those students who took a whole bunch of major classes, switched majors. Now those classes don't count. Well, they will go into your electives, but they won't go towards another major that you pick. And so kind of like the whole process of taking that class was kind of a waste. So I would really recommend taking GE courses. Okay, another question is, any advice on roommates? So my experience with college roommates was kind of different than a majority of others. I had two roommates. I had a roommate the first semester, and me and her just didn't click. We had different personalities, different ways of studying, of having friends, of going out. We were just complete opposites, and they say opposites attract, but it wasn't in a good way. So it ended up not working out, and we were cordial about it. She was honest with me in saying that she wanted to live with her other friend, and you know, I was accepting of that because I knew it wasn't going to work out, and we both knew that it was time. So by second semester, I found my friend. She is one of my best friends right now, actually. And we applied to live together, and that was hands down like the best decision I made freshman year. But based on my story and what happened to me, don't get your expectations too high. College roommates don't work out like how they say in the movies, where it's like this whole picture perfect friendship. Sometimes you and the person just don't click, and that's okay. And it's okay to want to change roommates. You just have to be honest with yourself and be honest with the person when you do come into a situation like that with your roommate. Just be honest with the person. Tell them how you feel, and honesty is the best policy. Another question is, do you recommend working your freshman year? No. Don't work. If you're moving away from home, the transition is going to be real, and I'm not exaggerating. I will be honest and said that the first 2 weeks of living away from home, I did cry because for 18 years of my life, I lived with my parents. And it was a huge transition being 2.5 hours away and not being able to see them, and hearing about all of the fun things that they're doing at home and I'm not there. Everything is new, and the transition is rough, especially balancing college courses, which are way harder than high school courses. Everything is just a lot. And I didn't work my freshman year, but I can only imagine how hard it would have been if I worked. I am working currently, and I even think it's hard, and it's my second year. I'm done transitioning. I'm used to Chico. I'm used to the environment here. But it's still hard. It's hard to balance a full 5 or even 6 courses with going to work. So I would not recommend it your freshman year. Another question is, what is your opinion on sororities? So, sororities are huge on the Chico State campus, or even any college campus, but I personally do not have enough information on that. I was not, and still don't have the urge to be in a sorority, just because from what I've heard of some friends that I know that are in sororities, there are a lot of fees. I know that you pay a certain amount a month, but don't quote me on this because, again, I don't have all of the information. You would have to research this yourself, but the reason that I am not in a sorority is because there are a lot of fees. You have to go to a lot of events, and I personally don't make enough money to pay for those fees, and I don't have enough time to go to all of those events. So, of course, I think sororities are a great way of being involved on campus and meeting a lot of new people, but for me, it just wasn't worth it. It's totally up to you. You can do your own research. And the last question is, what's one thing you would change about your campus? This one is a big one, and I've gotten asked this multiple times, and my answer is always that I wish Chico State was more diverse, culturally diverse. I come from a huge cultural diverse background. I come from Stockton, California, very diverse, so many cultures. So coming from Stockton, which is predominantly Hispanic, Asian, other cultures other than white, and then transitioning into Chico, which is, I feel like, predominantly white, or at least it feels like that sometimes on campus. It was hard because sometimes I felt like the outcast, and in the beginning it was really hard for me to make friends, especially because of my background, because of where I came from, and my different ways of life. Yeah, this is kind of a harsh topic to talk about, but I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion about what I would change about Chico State if I could. And I want to be brutally honest because I know that you guys are making a decision on whether or not you want to come here. Overall, love Chico State, love my campus, love the community, but I would definitely increase the cultural diversity that Chico State has. So yeah, I think that is the end of this whole Q&A. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was very helpful in answering a lot of the questions that the people were DMing me about. And I hope that this gave you guys an insight about how I feel about Chico State. Please comment down below if you would like to see any more videos. Leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get notified whenever I post videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.